What is up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you the top 12 things that you're going to want when you go out in the wilderness for a surviving trip. The top 12 important things that you are going to 100% want. If you have more room in your bag, you can pack this stuff, but this is the needs when you're in the middle of winter going out on a trip. So let's get into it. First thing you guys are going to want is a very good backpack. And now this one's really good. It has these little straps that you can put stuff in. It has the part where you can put your tent, and then the part where you can put your sleeping bag at the bottom. It has two big pockets, and then it has this one, which is actually really deep. Actually, it goes down to like practically the bottom. So that's really good. And then you can always attach some carabiners, because those can always come in handy sometimes. So these are really useful. And then next you're gonna want some of these guys. You don't need them, but they're pretty useful in some situations. You can just untie them and you'll have some string, so these are really useful too. And then another important thing on bags is that you always want a chest strap, which we have right here, and then like a bottom strap for around your waist, which this one is really supportive. So it clips together. It's a big one, and then it has all these little pockets where you can put your stuff. So that's really, really cool. And when you're going on long hikes and stuff, you're really gonna want comfortable things. So this is really soft and good. So you're really gonna want these. So a good backpack is always really useful for out in the wilderness, especially when you go hiking and stuff like that. Alrighty guys, one feature I forgot to show you in my bag is that, look at this, it has this front part, and then it has this little part with the netting for some of the smaller stuff, like lighters and stuff, so you can put that in there. So I would really recommend bags like this, because these ones are really good. Next thing you guys are probably going to want, you're going to want way more than this, but hand warmers. I recommend the little Hotties ones, but any of them work. So these are really, really useful. And I would also recommend to get the toe ones too. You can see the little Hotties toe warmers, so these are really good too. You put them in the bottom of your boots, and they're always going to give you good amounts of heat to keep your feet warm. So make sure you pack lots of these on your hiking trips or when you're going out to survive. Next, you guys are always gonna want food, and way more than two. So we got these, are really, really useful. They are very easy to open, and you can really quickly just grab them and eat them up. They are they have a good amount of, they have 12 protein, only 6 sugar, and per one bag, and then that's 70 calories. So these are really, really good ones. They're the Alberto ones. So definitely recommend these. Next are protein bars. You can get any of them. Cliff Kid is pretty good ones. The Z bars, I really like these ones. So these ones are pretty good too. They can give you easy protein. These ones have 11 sugar, but that'll give you energy, guys. Sugar's not always a bad thing, especially when you're surviving. And 2 protein, so it's more of an energy bar, but it will definitely give you quick energy on long hikes. So food is always a very important thing. So make sure you pack lots of this stuff. Alrighty guys, one quick thing before we move on to the next one, it is that going back to the Z bars, it is that you're gonna want at least 21. If you don't have any other food, you're gonna want at least 21, because that will be 3 bars a day for 7 days. So if you're going on a hike, that might be a bit dangerous. I would recommend to bring at least 21 bars. I know that is a good amount. on to the next thing. Next is a very important thing. It is water. You can never go on a hike or surviving outside without water, because you cannot go very long without water. You wanna stay under at least a day. Any farther than that, it's not going to be a fun day. So make sure you bring enough water to give you a long amount of surviving time. So make sure you have lots of water. Next thing we got, guys, is first aid. This is a pretty small one, but you're always going to want a good first aid with all the different things, such as bandages, maybe some eye drops, tweezers, and all that different stuff that can help you in those tough situations. So make sure you have a good amount, and because what I have a problem with this too, I never have enough bandages in my first aid bag, so it gets pretty rough. This is a pretty small one, so I'd recommend, if you're going on a hike or anything, to get much bigger ones, because you never know what could happen out there. Alrighty, guys, next thing is an axe. If I'm going to tell you the three essential things to survive outside, it's probably food, water, and an axe. Axes can defend yourself. They can make shelters. They can cut down wood. All of the different stuff. And they can even do things that you never really imagine. Like, you can actually use an axe to try to make a spear and stuff. It just might be way harder than just using a regular knife. But thankfully, since we're doing top 12 things, look at what we have next. Yes, you guys guessed it. We got knives. So this is a really nice, you don't really want to bring these nicer ones out there, but it doesn't really matter when you come to tough situations. So this is a really good one for making spears and stuff. Make sure when you go on a big hiking trip like this, make sure that all of them are sharp and very ready. And then pocket knives too. You're always going to want these because they have lots of really important things, such as can openers, screwdrivers, all of that different stuff. I have a custom one with one of my favorite football teams, though. Everybody, one quick tip when you have knives is that you really want to be very careful, especially these ones. They're really nice, and if water gets into this type of metal, it could really wreck it. So make sure once you're done using it, dry it off with your shirt or something to keep it dry, because before you put it in your case, you always want to make sure it's dry. Okay, guys, next thing we got is lighters. Now, as you can see, I have two different types of lighters, and you're probably asking, Easton, why? Well, we got these ones, which are easy. All you have to do is turn off the safety lock, which on this one, you just hold this like that, and then you pull the trigger. But why? Since these are so easy, why bring these? Why bring these guys and not just bring these? Well, let me explain, guys. These guys can be total failures sometimes. Sometimes they'll stop working, and if you have one, you're going to want to if you're only going to bring one on a trip, you're going to want to really make sure that you have, that you know how to start fires with other things such as rocks and that type of stuff. So that's why I recommend these actual lighters a little bit more. So what you're gonna do is you have this. I'm holding the camera right now, so it's kind of hard to show you. But you got this, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna swipe this. Now, let me try to see if I can show you. Okay. And I might not be able to show you guys, I'm sorry, but you just use, oh, there we go. So what you do is you put this on here and you swipe it, and then it will make sparks. You gotta you don't actually push too hard though. You want to make sure that you just push pretty firmly and swipe it good. I will show you. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to use these guys. So you can go over and watch that video. and hopefully that will give you a little bit of better explaining on how you use these things, because it's kind of hard to show you right now. But make sure you have lighters, because lighters are extremely useful, because you don't want to die of coldness. Alrighty guys, what we have next is a saw. Now, if you don't have enough room, just bring an axe, because axes are more efficient than saws, but saws are always very useful. I really recommend these mossy oak ones, because all you have to do is open it up. Try to open it. Sorry guys. Yes. You open it up. No, it's not fully open. Oopsies. Like that, and then you can just saw, and it's it's really useful things. But why are axes more efficient? Well, you can't really make spears with these guys. Look at that. Can't make spears with that. So that's kind of just why you would rather kind of want an axe. But if you definitely have enough room, I would really recommend bringing these guys. Next thing you guys want are a nice shovel. So just recently this one broke, but they're not very strong. You might not be able to see, but this one is from Dollarama. So it's not the strongest, but if you're in tough situations, you can always grab one of these and use them. So I would really recommend these. They're like $4 at Dollarama or something. So these are really useful. So like, always make sure you have something like this. I would recommend to get a stronger one. You can find some on Amazon or something, but this one will work if you don't have too much money to buy a really good one. Okay guys, the final thing is gear. You're always gonna want gear. Now, you might be asking, if you do know some stuff about surviving, why do you only have one pair of gloves? And let me just tell you, you do not want one pair of gloves. You want to bring at least 3 pairs if you have enough room. But at least bring 2. At least bring 2, because what if your gloves get wet? Any wet gear? Here's a quick tip, guys. If you have wet gear, you're gonna be frozen very fast. So make sure that you have extra pairs of gloves and toques, and a very important thing, socks. Always make sure you have extra pairs of socks. You also want one extremely important thing, especially when you're hiking, is you're gonna always want good boots, especially when you're going on long hikes and stuff. You're gonna want stuff if you're going on a hike in the winter, you're gonna want really warm ones that have very good grip on the bottom. Plus, you're gonna want it to be very, very warm. So these Helly Hansen ones are very good ones. So yeah, look around. You want to make sure that they support your ankle very welly, especially when you go hiking. But even in general, you always want very, very good boots. These might even be one of the most important things. What I'm telling you, this might sound insane, but boots are extremely important. Okay guys, next thing we're going to talk about is this is in the clothes thing along with these, is the coat and pants. You're going to want in the winter you're going to want very warm pants, and sometimes you're going to be leaning down in the winter, so you're going to want them to be good on the knees, and make sure that they don't get too wet. You want to make sure that they fit you very well. It's not as important as the boots, but you always want your stuff to fit. Next is coat. You always want a good coat. You want to make sure it's warm, and you want to make sure it is I don't know. You just want a very warm, useful coat that you can rely on, because warmth is a very important thing. So a good coat is a very important thing that your guys are going to want to have. first, guys, we are going to put all of these hand warmers, and we're going to put them in these front pockets. I know your guys' bag is probably not the same as mine, but try to find your, hopefully you guys have a front pocket on your bag, and that's where you're going to want to put these hand warmers. Again, I recommend the Little Hotties company because it's very good. Let's get on to the next thing. Next thing we are going to do is put the first aid where it goes. Now, you're not going to want to use this stuff no matter what, but still you're going to want to keep it in an open spot. So these side pockets are a very accessible spot, so you can put them in those side pockets. Because you'll be able to reach those pretty fast, because sometimes you're going to really need to get to your first aid really quick in some tough situations. So definitely have that ready. Okay, guys, next thing we are going to throw in the bag is our lighters. Remember, if you can, don't just bring this. Please try to bring these guys. And I'm going to put this in this little netting. I guess this might not be too useful for the people that don't have the same bags me, which is going to be a lot of you guys, but it'll still give you guys a good idea of where you want to put your stuff. Next thing we have is water. Now, a lot of backpacks have these side pockets are actually where your water goes, but this one isn't like that. So I usually just keep it in my second biggest pocket in there. So yeah. Next thing we are going to put away is our why am I losing my voice today? Snacks. Make sure you got those good foods. And make sure you have at least 21 granola bars, if that's the only thing you're packing, when you're going on dangerous hikes like this. And I would recommend to put this in if you guys have this little like netting part. I would recommend to stuff it in there. But the only thing is, if you're packing 21 granola bars, then it might not fit. Next thing we are going to put in our bag, boys, is our knives. Now, with my special bag, we got this waist strap has these little things, so you can slide your knife into these. And then we have this knife, which if you have these useful little side pockets right here, guys, you can put your knife in there. And like I said, close your zippers. Okay, guys, we are going to put this mossy oak. Oh, what is wrong with me? It's called a saw. There we go. We're gonna put it in. If you guys do have this second biggest pocket, this is the first, and then the second is this one right there. So let's throw that guy in there. And I would keep it, if you do have this netting, I would keep it out of the netting. My netting isn't too big in mine, so it wouldn't even fit my saw anyways. Next thing we are going to put in is our axe. So we got this, we got our axe, and we are going to just put, I would recommend to put the hitting part of your axe in first, and you're gonna put it in your biggest pocket, is what I recommend. Got muck in my bag. So yeah, put your axe, I would recommend to put it in your biggest pocket. So it's gonna probably stick out like this. That's totally fine though, as long as you zip your bag up so that none of the other stuff can fall out. Yeah, that's a really important thing that you guys are always gonna wanna make sure that you do, is that you do not, listen to me, you do not, no matter what, always make sure to close your zippers, because you can lose so much stuff. So just listen to me, just please close your zippers. Next thing we are putting in our bag is our shovel. So let's get this guy in. And I think you should put it in the biggest pocket with your axe. Because that's probably the best spot. So stuff it in there. Okay, everybody, last but not least is gear. And unless you're driving and stuff, this stuff is probably gonna go on your body. Okay, guys, I want to show you guys a quick tip. So, I can't really show you, but if you feel pretty warm in the winter, when you're out there, especially when you're on surviving and stuff, if you feel pretty warm and you're like, I'll just take some of my stuff off, I'll be fine. Unless you're going to sweat, don't do that. If you just feel warm and cozy, don't take off all your stuff, because then you're going to get cold and it's going to be extremely hard to get your body heat back. So just please, everybody, listen to me. Please do not take off your stuff, even if you feel warm and cozy. Like, if you're about to sweat, take off a layer. Take off a layer. Listen to me. Please take off a layer, because that sweat means wet, and wet means so yeah, just make sure that you guys don't take off too much stuff, because then you guys are gonna get freezing and you guys will regret it, trust me. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully guys, this gave you some tips on what you guys want to do out in the wilderness, and I will see you guys next time in another outdoor tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!